Hey guys, AJ here. Yo, what's up, y'all? Right now I just wanna I like the fact that we got four different modes now. Maybe one day we can all try them together. But I just wanted to make a quick video real quick and talk about my loadout a little bit. My loadout is always gonna change because the game changes. Whether it's like a time when we like chilling, camping, like with a new camp spot, or like exploring a new glitch or whatever. My game change, my loadout is always gonna change. So I'm just gonna talk about what it's currently at right now because I'm currently playing mostly the map 114. You know, it'll slightly change when I start playing another map, basically. But right now, I'm just going to talk about my loadout. So, anyway, let me just, there's six different categories in my loadout. One, two, three, four, five, six. And I'm going to talk about each one of them one at a time. So, starting off with my primary weapon, right? I'm going to mostly use my assault rifles and my submachine guns when there's no double XP going on, or I'm not popping a token. I feel like by me using a token, it's not even about just the double XP. It just makes it easier to level up a weapon and much faster. And I don't feel like I really need that one on an assault rifle. I would rather use it for a more difficulty gun to level up. So I would rather use it for or like double XP. I would rather mostly focus on my marksmen and my snipers and maybe my launchers. My pistols are a little weak, but they're not really that difficult to level up. My LMGs, I like to get to them to the point that like I can reload faster. My shotguns is 50-50, but like I said, I like to use mostly these weapons when I have double XP going on, or I pop a double XP, double weapons XP token. A regular XP, it don't matter. But so since I'm not popping a token right now or anything like that, I'm gonna mostly use my assault rifles and submachine guns. So, and on top of that, I want to point out one other thing since I'm on the primary weapon category. I make sure I have like that Z, like this one right next to every single one of my weapons for the most part, because you never know if you get like a weapon out of the box and you want to make sure you have that Z on every single one of your weapons, right? So in case you get something out of the box, you already know it got your attachments on it. And there's another reason why I'm pointing this out too. I'll get to that in a second. But after this, my primary weapon, I'm gonna talk about my melee weapons. I got the ballistic knife, and it's pretty cool. And you got my flatline. So basically, the way I'm gonna do this is, out of all three of these, I kind of like the knife a little bit more. The knife is basic; it does what it does, right, and it does it well. The flatline, it just kind of like, it's not only is it weaker, it kind of swings a little bit slower. So out of the three, I kind of dislike this the most. The ballistic knife, I'm not going to say that it's bad. It's much better than it was when it was a special weapon. But I'm just going to say that like I slightly like the knife a little bit more. I'm not going to lie to you. So with that being said, I'm going to mostly use the knife, especially since I'm almost maxed out with it. When I'm done and when it's maxed out, I'm going to probably go to the ballistic knife. And when there's a double XP going on, I'm going to switch over to the flatline. Or if I'm playing directness mode, I'm going to mostly use the flatline because that's a much easier mode to play. So even when it's not a double XP going on, I'm going to switch to the flatline. But right now, like I said, I'm going to stick to the knife. Now, moving on, my field upgrade. When I'm playing the map, 115, I don't have to worry about a toxic growth, so I can like try to like that toxic growth trick. When I'm playing either like Ashes of the Dam, whether it's director's mode or not, or if I'm playing the farm, I might use this. And I'm not playing the farm that much because not only am I sick of the farm, but I mostly use it because of the glitch. The glitch is not there no more, so I'm really not gonna play it. So the way I've been using my strategy with my Mr. Peaks. Remember I mentioned to you in the assault rifle, I said I make sure I have like a Z on all of my weapons for the most part. is because the trick that I've been using with Mr. Peaks right now is I I have it so since I'm talking about Mr. Peaks, let me go to the augment real quick. Let me talk about that. It's gonna make more sense. Mr. Peaks, I'm gonna go to the miner real quick. The miner I have Mr. Peaks as hit the so he can like hit the box for you basically. And you're not using points, you're using just the field upgrade. So you can get potentially a second weapon for free. I mean you could with the fire cell gobblegum too, but for the field upgrade I can use Mr. Peaks. But the main reason why I like using Mr. Peaks for it is because if your gun was supposed to be green, it's gonna be blue. If it's supposed to be blue, it's gonna be purple. It ups the rarity of it when you use Mr. Peaks. So I like that. At least that's what I was told anyway. I'm not sure. I haven't confirmed that or not, but I'm mostly using Mr. Peaks at the beginning of the game to use to get a second weapon for free, basically. I don't care about a discount. I don't care about his duration being longer. I do care about this. If I have 2 different slots, I'm probably gonna pick this one if I max it out. And because I don't care about his radius being like further out, I care about him being near the box and his duration being longer when I max it out. And as far as his minor goes, he either can distract zombies with this, he can kill zombies with this, or he can also kill zombies with this, but he's going to mostly care about your elite, which is the bear. And I'm not going to plan on keeping Mr. Peaks all the way to 16 to even care about the bear. I'm going to mostly keep Mr. Peaks on for the first maybe 7 to 8 rounds just to get 1 or 2 guns out of it. And maybe they're better than the one that I have currently at the moment. And then I'm going to switch to Frenzy Guard let me see, either Ether Shroud or freaking basically something else. I'm not going to keep Mr. Peaks on. So with that being said, that's what I'm using Mr. Peaks for currently. All right, so oh yeah, by the way, since I'm talking about that, I never tried Mr. Peaks where I had a Wonder Bar. I'm gonna attempt that. I'm assuming it's not gonna work because they passed it on 6. But back to my loadout, right? I'm gonna save time with this because I'm gonna say that I like the decoy grenades. The other ones are cool, but I like my decoys. And when I get to higher rounds or the first opportunity I get, I'm gonna switch it to Casimir's. But I love the decoys. And and I love my Syntex grenades. And to me, I'm not going to get into a whole thing because I'll make the video longer. I'm just going to say that I slightly like all of them. I just like the Syntex grenades more. And I also have a side note for this too. Just a quick side note, I promise. The new mill kick, right? I'm just going to say that I maxed it out. And I'm going to say that without like making the video longer, I'm just going to say that I have it. So if I throw equipment, I get to keep the equipment. Well, there's a chance for me to not keep it. So I have more grenades to throw, and I have more Casimir's to throw, and I have it so I hold more equipment too. So that also helps me out with my strategy. So like I said, I can have a whole video on that, but like I said, I'm trying not to make the video longer than it needs to be. So now that I covered everything here up until this point, let me talk about my gobblegum setup real quick. Then I'm gonna end this video. Oh yeah, one other thing. I forgot to point this out. Hey BG, this is for you. In case you wanted to get the ballistic knife early, right? You don't have to finish all 6 of them in zombies. This works in all 4 platforms here, technically 5. So for example, I got 6 of these done. But the last one, I didn't want to get done in zombies, so I actually moved to a different platform. I was going to do it in multiplayer, but I decided to do it in in-game because I'm learning in-game anyway. As you can see, I got it checked off that I got that one done at the bottom right. But you can literally just, like, I don't know where you're at, but let's say you finish like maybe 4 of them. You can complete the other 2 in multiplayer or in-game or the campaign. It don't have to be all in zombies. So I just wanted to just touch on that. I don't want to get into it that much, but I just wanted to touch on that and let you know. Now, the gobblegums, this is the last category right here, my loadout. All right, now I'm just going to say that all my gobblegums, right, I would say that my aftertaste is probably the most randoms, right? No matter of fact, when I'm playing solo, when I have no randoms, nobody, just myself, if I make sure I activate aftertaste, and by the way, you can't just have it highlighted. You got to actually hit X and have that circle around it, that red circle around it, so it's actually activated. If you are down with a self-revive, you can get yourself back up and you'll have all your perks. I'm not sure if that works with that spirit, with the monkey. I haven't tested it out yet. But if you have aftertaste and you have a self-revive, you can pick yourself up with all your perks. Now, let's say you have aftertaste activated and you're playing with your homies and they don't have a Phoenix up. They can just have them pick you up with all your perks. If you are playing with randoms, nobody that you even know, and they pick you up, if you have it activated, you will get picked up with all your perks. It works perfectly. So, even if they use a healing aura, and you're supposed to just have your bleed out weapons, it will still get all your perks. This one is absolutely broken. So that's why I keep this Gobblegum. It solves a lot of things. And my other Gobblegum that I keep is my exit strategy. In case like I have an emergency or in case something happens or whatever, I like to have these two just sitting there at all times. My middle Gobblegum is always going to be my support Gobblegum. This is the one that's going to help me mostly in the beginning rounds. What I used to have Arsenal Accelerator, but I ran out of them. A really good one to have in the beginning rounds is going to be my Free Fire, because my Free Fire, I only have 3 of them left. But this one will help me. Like, I don't have my guns maxed out yet. They're not pack a punch or none of that. Like, this one would help me out a lot. And like, because I don't have to worry about reloading, I don't even have to worry about ammo at all. It just works. And since I only got 3 of these, I'm probably gonna just have I can probably put on let me see, I can probably put on some type of support like stock option, and I got a bunch of killjoys, and I got a 41 of these shields up. So I mean, basically, this is my support Gobblegum, and it's gonna help me. And no matter what I need it to be, it will help me. These two right here is purely just points, so I can get my perks and everything I need. This is going to give me my points. These are my crusher Gobblegums. The 2 ones that I have over here are the ones that I'm always going to crush. It's probably something that I don't care about anymore. Like, I don't care about respinning. I don't care about creating an explosion when I reload. These ones, and I got a couple of other ones. And granted, this category is kind of low. The epic and the legendary is going to give you more points. And even if you have ultra ones, even if they're ultra, they don't care about it, then you'll get something pretty good too. Now, just as a side note, this is a trick that I don't think you should use. I'm gonna tell you about it anyway. If you use flavor hacks, right, they get a ultra Gobblegum, and if you it basically turns a legendary Gobblegum into an ultra Gobblegum. If it's a ultra Gobblegum and it's something that you really don't care about, you can crush it and you can get the points. So just throwing that out there. So anyway, I just that's pretty much what works for me, and this is my setup currently at the moment. And hopefully, like I said, you don't got to change your setup. Just take it as information if you want. But I'm going to end the broadcast now. I'll check y'all later. Peace out.